Firing it up one last time this week. Filling in for Damon Dog, it's your boy, Bo Brock, hanging out with you, producer Eric Ruby, on the ones and twos as we give you the big fat winners and a jam-packed Valley Sports weekend. We got so much sports on tap starting tonight. Like, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going Mad Money. I'm going Jim Cramer. I'm going Stallone over the top. We can't mess around anymore. We're 6 for 7 while filling in for Damon Dog. We had a push last night, but then U of A football, they took us to the finish line. They continue to build that stack for the NFL playoffs. And, of course, March Madness coming in March. You can't wait for it all. So let's make some money this weekend. Let's fire up that sweet, sweet parlay machine right now. Look at this beautiful, beautiful three-leg parlay. The Lions at plus 5.5. You got to love it what the Lions are doing in the NFL this season. I just saw that today was like the anniversary when the Lions took on the Browns in the NFL championship back in like the 50s. That was a long time ago. It was before the Super Bowl, but I like the Lions 5.5 against the Cowboys. How about the Raiders plus 3.5? Antonio Pierce, that son of a bitch, that guy that just sank the ASU Sun Devils program. He can coach him up in Vegas. I like the Raiders at 3.5. And then the Rams are one of the hotter teams in the league. Sean McVay, speaking of good coaches, he can coach him up, taking on Tyrod Taylor and the Giants. Give me the Rams by more than a touchdown. I'm going to take them at 5.5. This sweet parlay comes out to plus 595. Let's hit on that, and that's just going to make our weekend, no doubt about it. Of course, to make your bets, you're going to want to do it via the DraftKings Sportsbook app. We love the DraftKings Sportsbook app, of course, the official betting partner of PHNX, and there's so much to be thankful for. And going into the new year, let's make the resolution of not losing any bets, right? That's a good one. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in New York. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY. That's text HOPE-NY as well, 467-369. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. Please play responsibly. In Connecticut, help's available. Problem gambling, call 888-789-777 and visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, must be 21 years old or must be eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after assurance. Terms at the sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms. That's going to hook you up. Of course, you want to get in right now, and all the NFL actions, $5 can get you $150 instantly in bonus bets. Don't miss out on that. Let's get into some desert dollars. I mentioned it. A lot of Valley Sports this weekend. I saw that Suns line tonight. Eric, you're the producer of the Suns. It's just too big for me. 15.5, a very inconsistent Suns team. Sure, we got the big three. Sure, we're just waiting with bated breath if they're going to make it through a full game, like, unscathed. So I'm staying away. I think they could smash the Hornets, but then I could be sitting there with a losing slip by the end of the night. So I'm staying away. I'm looking at Stanford minus 5.5 over the lowly ASU Sun Devils on the hardwood. We're staying in Northern California, and I think that U of A, they bounce back from their loss to Florida Atlantic. I think that they cover a 13.5 against Cal, and then I'm going to ride the hot yolks. How about the Desert Dogs that come from behind victory that propelled us to betting victory the other night? Give me the Yotes on the money line, taking out Gordon Bombay and the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Give me the Yotes. What else do we have? We got a couple tasty nuggets, and we're getting into, of course, an emotional showdown between Jonathan Gannon and his former team. The let's fucking gut these guys. DC, the Eagles went into the NFC Championship and did gut the Niners, but then lost in the Super Bowl and then became the Cardinals head coach. He's going there, and this this Eagles defense without JG at the helm is struggling, and I think Kyler Murray is poised to have some big numbers out there. I like the over on 27.5 rush yards. He's actually hit that number in 4 of his 6 games this year since returning from the ACL tear. And then the passing yards, that's where I think that you can really cash Kyler Murray over 224.5 pass yards. Look, this is a Philly defense that gets gashed on a regular basis and not by some big-name quarterbacks. Just last week, it was Tyrod Taylor coming in relief of, sweet Tommy Cutlets, right? And Taylor got the job nearly done for him. I expect Kyler Murray to have one of his best performances of the season. Is it a winning performance? Probably not. Philly's got too much offensively. The Cardinals can't slow down. But I like Kyler Murray to have a decent game in this Cardinals offense to look okay in the second to last week of the season for the Redbirds. There you have it. It's been a blast filling in for Damon Dog these last 3 days. Hope I've made you some money. He'll be back with you early next week. Thank you to producer Eric. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to PHNX Sports, and use that DraftKings Sportsbook app. And as Shane Diefenbach always says, peace, love, and I'm just going to say, let's make some money.
We all silly like the mayor.